Hello, hello. Hope you're having a beautiful day. I am bringing you now my Global Good News Challenge, day 5 of 9 for September 2025. This is all about sharing gratitude, good news, lifting your energy and lifting the energy of people around you, as well as to help decrease depression and suicide rates by sharing good news and gratitude. To find out the details on how you can participate for free anytime within the month, check out my link in my bio, linktr.ee/Aldwyn, and you'll find all the details there on how to participate. Now, this is the format, very simple. Share your name, what you do, 3 things you're grateful for, and a piece of good news. At least 3 things you're grateful for and at least 1 piece of good news. So here's mine. I am Aldwyn, also known as the Media Queen. What I do is I help package up your genius and help you be seen, heard and known with mass media exposure. This helps you leave a legacy, helps you build your influence, your impact, and helps you not be one of the 90% of people who die with regrets. Did you know also that 1/3 of people die by 65? Crazy how fast life goes. I can't believe we're already in September. It's insane. 3 things I'm grateful for today is I am grateful for the beautiful beach walk and swim I had this morning. We've had a glorious day here in the Gold Coast. It's absolutely stunning. I can see we're coming up to a full moon actually up in the sky. I can see beautiful blue skies. It's great to see my chickens getting along with my cat, which is really cool. I'm very grateful for my chickens. They are so adorable, I must say, absolutely adorable. Check my socials if you want to see photos of the chickens. Actually, I'll just flip around and show you. Here we go. Oh, here we go. One moment. Oh, I pressed the wrong button there. 1 second. Okay, let's do this. Here we go. Flip the camera. All right, here we go. And there's my cat. Look, my cat's just checking things out there. Here's one of the chicken. This chicken loves to follow me around. This little darling here. Hello. Hello, they're beautiful. Hello. And there's that one there. And there's a few around there. They are just so adorable. So adorable. Here we are. Very friendly. These Here we go, flipping it around. All right. Aren't they cute? Gorgeous little things. They were actually hatched at my mum's nursing home, these 5 little chicks, with a group called Henny Penny Hatching. And if you look them up, you'll see these beautiful little chicks were incubated and hatched at my mum's nursing home in Bribie Island. And I ended up adopting 5 of them. We know there's at least 1 rooster. We're not quite sure which one it is yet. However, we're going to have to find a good home for the rooster because we're not meant to have roosters in suburbia. So they're only 3 months old at this stage. By 6 months we'll know for sure which one's the rooster, but we know there's definitely at least one of them is a rooster. And I'm grateful for my beautiful putty cat too. He's a rescue cat, Pablo. He's at my feet at the moment along with the chickens. It's so cool that they all get along. We've got a dog, 2 cats and 5 chickens, and they all get along. It is so great. And I think it's important to talk to your animals, and that's another thing I'm grateful for, is being able to communicate with animals. And even though you might not understand the language, you can definitely understand the energy that you're giving out to animals. And I find whenever I'm peaceful around animals, which I generally am, they feel it as well. Whereas if they have someone who comes in with a bit of aggro energy, they also feel that. So very important to notice what frequency you're vibrating at. And if you've seen the book Power versus Force by Dr. Hawkins or know of the map of consciousness, you will know that we are scientifically proven 99.9% energy, frequency and vibration. And when we get in different emotions, we vibrate at different frequencies. And animals, I would say, are generally at the love and above frequency. They're absolutely adorable, and so much unconditional love from animals. Absolutely love them. So grateful for my my pets. the 5 chickens, the 2 cats, the dog that is here at the happy house. I am grateful for the Gold Coast, for of course living in paradise here. I just got back actually from Bribie Island where my parents live. Just got back at about 2 o'clock this morning, and grateful that I got back. I'm grateful for my car. Grateful for the beautiful coffee I had out at the cafe this morning. I'm grateful for the amazing photography function I did today. I've been doing photos for these beautiful ladies. They're the women in racing ladies, absolutely adorable. And, you know, a lot of them are sort of in their 70s and 80s, and they all dress up to the nines. They look amazing. And they always do these beautiful little luncheons and, you know, charity events. And they're just an absolute joy. And I've been doing photos for them now and capturing their memories for 20 years. They actually celebrate their 20-year anniversary this year, and next year will be 21 years of women in racing. So huge happy birthday for the women in racing ladies. And I am grateful for my clothes. I've got some really funky clothes. I'm grateful for my makeup I have on today. I am grateful for, for so much, for everything that has brought me to this point. And my good news is today is that I did this function today at the Marriott. It was an amazing function. There was over 100 people there, and it went really well. People loved the photos, which is great. And for those who came today and didn't see their photos, reach out to me and we can have a chat about that. I did the printed photos today. It's so nice to have memories of printed photos. Do you have printed photos at home? I actually started photography back in the film days when you had to know how to take photos, well before digital photography, and I still love it to this day. I do a lot of digital photos to this day, and I'm quite amazed at how far digital photography has come. I'm very grateful for that. So that's my good news today, is that I did a fantastic function, and I'm just about to go off and do some yoga now and go and relax, do some restorative yoga, which I absolutely love, and I'm grateful for that as well. What are you grateful for today, and where are you joining us from? Where are you joining us from right now? Hello, I can see some hellos there. Hello, hello. Where are you in the world? And what are you grateful for today? What's one thing you're grateful for? Thank you so much from Melbourne. Great. Fantastic. Thank you for sharing. Anonymous there. Anonymous. Okay. Thank you, Anonymous, for sharing. You're from Melbourne. Great to see. Awesome. I love Melbourne. Although I must say you've had a hard time there lately through the whole pandemic. It's quite interesting what's been going on in Melbourne. Yes. So yeah, very, very interesting. Anyway, thank you for joining me today on my day 5 of 9 of the September Global Good News Challenge. I invite you to do a Global Good News Challenge. It's amazing how good you feel when you get into gratitude. It's a very, very simple thing. What are you grateful for today? The thing is, we are wired for negativity. The more mainstream media you watch, and I worked in the mainstream media for over 20 years, the more mainstream media you watch, the more despondent, the more depressed potentially you will get, because 99% of it is negative. And, you know, it's like the yin yang of life. There's always light where there's darkness and darkness where there's light. But if you believe everything you see in the mainstream media, and if you think the whole world is as negative as they show in the mainstream media, then potentially you will end up depressed and suicidal. And this is why we have seen 4 times the suicide rates in the last 5 years through the whole pandemic. About 1 million people a year worldwide take their own lives. You know, I've had depression. I've had 4 friends take their own lives by the age of 45, which is why I do this challenge. I keep standing for good news. And as Gandhi says, be the change you wish to see in the world. If you're not happy with all the negative news out there, as a lot of people aren't, a lot of people don't watch mainstream media anymore. However, there still are a lot that do. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with watching a bit of mainstream media. It's just, you know, use your critical thinking. You know, it's don't necessarily believe everything you see in the mainstream media. Do your own research. Look at alternative media channels like BitChute, Rumble, Telegram, where there's no censorship of the news that you're getting. Always question everything I say. Thank you for joining us. Oh, enjoy this beautiful day wherever you are. Have a magnificent day or night, and I'll see you tomorrow for my next Global Good News Challenge. Be seen with the media queen, as they say. Much love. We'll see you then. Bye for now. See you. Bye.